Shalom. I want to give all praises to Yahweh by Yashim Yahweh Shah by Yashim Kalkadash, double honors to the apostles, and the others that rule well, and peace and blessings to you brothers out there that's kicked his word in sincerity, also in truth. I want to come with a quick sit down, just going into how humility is very, very important in its truth. You know, I was when I woke up this morning, I was thinking about this particular scripture, 1 Peter 4:18. I'll go ahead and read it for you guys. And if the righteous scarcely be saved, where shall the ungodly and the sinner appear? We don't, it says right there that the righteous will scarcely be saved. And we know the people that's going to be destroyed, they don't have a chance. These people in the world that we, adamantly get onto, the adulterers and things of that nature, homosexuality, people that's into pedophilia, all that type of madness, the easy stuff, for lack of a better term. But it says here in the first part of that precept is that the scarcely shall righteously be saved. And it made me think about Moses. Moses wasn't saved. He didn't get to see the promised land. He died in the wilderness because he got upset at the children of Israel, and forgot to praise Yahweh by Shem Yahweh Shai. And as I was thinking about Moses and his situation, I thought about us in this truth. A lot of people have been kicked out of the truth because they couldn't get over a certain offense, that justifiably speaking they were right. But if the issue is already resolved, or if they're in a situation where they're supposed to forgive and they're not doing so, then they're being wicked, and that malice ends up kicking them out the truth, or making them stagnant in the truth, man. And in a lot of ways you could be in that mindset. But I just want to exhort brothers, first and foremost, man, it's very important that we are having mercy and being humble, because we don't know whether or not we're going to be saved. And a huge part of that, exemplifying that humility is, man, getting over things. So let me grab the account of Moses. Now this is Numbers 21. Then came the children of Israel, even the whole congregation, into the desert of Zin in the first month, and the people abode in Kadesh. And Miriam died there and was buried there. And there was no water for the congregation, and they gathered themselves together against Moses and against Aaron. And the people chose with Moses and spake, saying, would the Most High that we had died with our brethren, before the Yahweh? And why has ye brought us up the congregation of Yahweh into this wilderness, that we and our cattle should die there? And wherefore have ye made us to come out of Egypt, to bring us in unto this evil place? It is no place of seed, or of figs, or of vines, or of pomegranates, neither is there any water to drink. And Moses and Aaron went from the presence of the assembly into the door of the tabernacle of the congregation, and they fell upon their faces, and the glory of Yahweh appeared unto them. So there you have it. The children of Israel were complaining to Moses and Aaron, about being in the wilderness, and about how, the people had died in wilderness, things of that nature. And so Moses and Aaron went forth to the Most High to pray for guidance. And this is what the Most High told them. Verse 7, and Yahweh spake unto Moses, saying, take the rod, and gather thou the assembly together, thou and Aaron thy brother, and speak ye unto the rock before their eyes, and it shall give forth its water, and thou shalt put forth to them water out of the rock. So thou shalt give the congregation and their beasts drink. And Moses took the rod from before Yahweh, as he commanded him. And Moses and Aaron gathered the congregation together before the rock, and he said unto them, Hear now, ye rebels, must we fetch you water out of this rock? So, Moses was upset, you see. And Moses lifted up his hand, and with his rod he smote to the rock thrice, and the water came out abundantly, and the congregation drank, and their beasts also. And Yahweh spake unto Moses and Aaron, Because ye believe me not, to sanctify me, to sanctify me in the eyes of the children of Israel, therefore ye shall not bring this congregation to the land which I have given them. Woo! So, Moses got upset, and he did what Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua commanded him to, but he forgot to glorify Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, and that's something serious, man. There's nothing wrong with correcting a brother, but you have to do it, according to the will of Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua, and not according to what you think. And a lot of times, a certain verdict might not come out in which you think is desirous, or your perspective might not be seen. That's okay. If you feel like the brother is going off, and you express that to him, and you feel like he should get a reprimand or something like that, first off, that's not up to you, you see. And secondly, man, sometimes you gotta wink at wickedness, man. Sometimes you gotta, I don't mean this some blatant wicked, but sometimes you gotta, wink at brothers' ignorance. That's a better word. Jack is gonna make mistakes, man. You can't just be willing to jump down people's throat. You know what I'm saying? Especially these younger brothers that are toiling in this thing and things of that nature. When we gotta start calling these brothers, younger brothers, they're disciples. Younger, they're young disciples, man. You got brothers out there, they ain't been grinding for 2-3 years, but they ain't making it every camp for 3 years straight. Sit downs, all the sit downs, all the all the classes. So a lot of brothers, they're due for respect too. We got to keep that in mind, man. Can't have respected persons in this thing either. It's very important that you are showing humility, man. Very important, because the Most High will take you out, man. Okay. Now, I wanted to hinge on that fifth precept. What do you? Let me go to it. Let me up my words. First Peter's 5:5. Slack was a little excited. Likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yea, all of you be subject to one another. Yeah, the younger is supposed to be subject to us, but it says, check this out. Yea, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility, for God resisteth the proud and giveth grace to the humble. You gotta humble yourself, man. It's very important. Don't feel like I've been here for X amount of years. That don't mean nothing, man. The Most High wants you. What have you done for the Most High lately? And you got a younger brother out there that's toiling this thing. You know what I'm saying? That's doing his thing, man. Give that brother some respect, man. Give that brother some respect, man. Respect your sheep. So the point was made. I want to give all praise to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. A double honor to the apostles and the others that rule well, and peace and blessings to you brothers out there that's kicking his word in sincerity, also in truth. Shalom.